Live from the spectacular Garden Roots in South Africa. We're streaming worldwide on eradiosa.com.
And Rose is with us this afternoon for Travel Tuesday. Rose, I don't know about you, but I'm so confused. I don't even know what day it is. If you didn't tell me that it was Travel Tuesday, I would probably forget to call you.
Oh, no, so I've actually woke up this morning and thought to myself, yes, like at this, I don't know where the hell I am at this stage of my life, but yeah, here we are.
Yeah,
perfect day for our subject today.
Yeah, definitely. And, I just want to say last night it felt like a Sunday night, absolutely. Like yesterday. Yeah, with the weather as well, absolutely. The rainy weather, it felt like it was a Sunday. So today is not Monday, it's Tuesday. Huh.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about coffee. I just said to you off air, I realized my coffee is finished, so that's absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Oh no. Coffee is such a strange thing, hey, because we all kind of like it different ways, I think.
Yes.
And so I think the fact that we just don't want to jam just a jar of coffee and just drink that, it's almost like a special thing for me.
Yeah, you're right. It is. And some people really need it in the mornings. Otherwise, they look like zombies, including myself. I was so reliant on coffee at one stage that I literally looked like a zombie if I didn't have my cup in the morning. So I kind of weaned myself off now, so I'm all right. I'm now back on the tea. But coffee is amazing. It's almost like a drug.
Oh, that's definitely this. Well, when I was doing a little course with at Timberlake at one stage, they did this little coffee culture course with Paul's Coffee, which is a young guy, I can't remember his name, sorry, but he basically gave us a little bit of history about coffee and, the origins of it. And apparently it was a sheep herder, or a goat herder, that just saw that these goats came back very energetic every time they came back on a certain area, and then discovered this little bean. So, yeah.
Okay, well, that's really cool. That's really cool. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Good discovery, thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, great thing. I mean, coffee is one of those things. It's almost like wine. I mean, a lot of us our palates are so different. So
yeah.
We like different aromas, different tones. We can resonate with certain things like the oranges or the licorice, those kind of things. So coffee has become almost like a little bit of a personal thing as well, and when it comes to tones and taste and palates and things like that. So yeah, definitely lends to a culture all on its own.
Yeah, and that culture is really here in the Garden Route, eh? We have a lot of coffee shops, and really good coffee shops as well. I know that you like your coffees.
Yeah, I normally tend to, I think I hunt for a coffee shop in an area, especially when I'm on the road. But I normally find a place that has Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And good coffee, and it's taken me a couple of years to find the right one. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's not and it's definitely got to do with the whole thing. It's not just about the coffee and the Wi-Fi. It's almost like it has an atmosphere.
Yes.
I love walking into a place and you can actually smell, the grounded tones of ground coffee, and it immediately makes you relax. Funny enough, that it was a caffeine, but it immediately makes you relax. And then there's a comfortable seat, and funny, a warm, toasty place, or a place that actually gives a feeling, always makes your coffee taste better.
Absolutely.
Then,
I was just going to say now. Sorry?
Yeah. No, and then if you find a comfortable chair and you can open your laptop and order a cuppa or order a cup of coffee over at the counter and they bring it to you, immediately in a good space. I am always in a good space. That's perfect for me.
I was just going to say now, that smell when you walk into a coffee shop, nothing on this planet beats that smell. Especially in winter when it's like you just said now, when it's all toasty in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then that noise of the machine and the people and the coffee cups. I don't know how it's working now, the smell thing with your mask. Hopefully you can still smell it. I haven't been to a proper coffee shop in ages, man.
Yeah, no, I think the smell of coffee does get through things, so yeah.
Yeah, it's an
definitely
amazing smell. And then obviously a view. A view is also important. If you can have a coffee shop with a view, that's very, very nice.
Yes. Often you can find a coffee shop with a nice view and you can relax, but then it's normally in a different kind of tone for me because when I'm in work mode, I need a space around me that's functional. So
Yeah.
it's kind of its own kind of thing. But yes, a view is always important. Depends on what you're traveling for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you say, I mean, we have so many good coffee shops, or shops with good coffee, and it's definitely a culture that has grown over the last 10 years since I've been here, dramatically. And I think most people in places have invested in providing people good coffee, and also the art of a barista is especially if you like cappuccinos like I do, an art of a barista. Sometimes you just find a barista who's got the perfect touch, and you can go to the same coffee shop and you can taste the different touch of the barista.
Yeah,
so,
you can. It's not just the art on at the top in the foam, but they've got like a signature taste to it. I agree with you absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of times people say, "How do you drink your coffee?" And I'll say, "With love."
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, but being a barista, it's an art. It's not as easy as it looks.
No, it's quite something. I mean, I've watched these guys at work, and it's quite something. I mean, they make it look so naturally.
Yeah,
and I watch every single person operate differently. I can stare at them and see what they're doing and how they're going about it. It's quite nice.
Yeah, it is. I always watch it when they make it, and then that steam comes out and all that stuff, and then the whole process starts. But Rose, where would you say is, if you had to now mention or name just one place, where is your favorite spot, your ultimate favorite spot?
Well, I'm going to name you a favorite spot in each region.
Okay, fair enough.
I have a special place that I go to each time when I go to a different spot in the garden net. As per normal, I think I'll start in Mossel Bay.
Yeah.
And I know Mossel Bay has great coffee shops, but my favorite place is the Blue Shed. Blue Shed has got little Art Deco decorations. You walk in there, you order a coffee, you sit down. It's got these weird furniture, very different, decorating kind of thing. But you can sit down and you can enjoy a really good cup of coffee and really good Wi-Fi. And for me, that kind of stands out.
Yeah.
So, as I said, I'm focusing on the coffees, but ear and nail throwing one that's not a coffee. And then as we move down the line, along the coast, don't know if you've been to Seerplaas.
No, where's that, Rose?
Yeah, so Seerplaas is if you take the Grootbak turn off and you turn right towards Kleinbrak instead of left, you get just past the De Vettermossel, you get a little the De Vettermossel turn off and Seerplaas turn off, you'll turn down there. It's actually owned by Ken Maloney. He's an artist, but he's converted this beautiful coffee little shop with his art gallery, and you look over the ocean. And I have sat there and drunk coffee and watched whales. It is absolutely beautiful. So
yes,
definitely a good spot.
That's the area where the singer, I don't know if you remember the legendary South African singer Leslie Ray Dowling. She's got a holiday home there.
Oh, wow.
Yes, have you met her before?
No.
I want to meet her so bad, but it's really hard to get hold of her. Man, let me tell you.
Yeah, and then of course we moved to George. I'm actually going to throw in, there's a few coffee shops in George that are really enjoyable, but I am going to throw in the Strawberry Farm. I'm always delighted by having a coffee there. I mean, the place is such an amazing environment. And every time you get a cup of coffee, it's got this cute little strawberry biscuit, and they've got Wi-Fi going, and you can go and shop for strawberries. I love going to that place.
Sure.
I really love going to that place. Yeah, and then one of my other little favorites is the young guy, Tyron, who's the Prince of Tarts. I'm going to throw in that one, not because of so much as the coffee, but oh my word, the coffee and the pastries that he makes. I mean, if you're a pastry fan and you haven't been to the Prince of Tarts, you better go. It's in the industrial area.
The Prince of the Prince of Tarts. Did you just say the Prince of Tarts? Oh, I love it. That's so brilliant.
Yeah, Prince of Tarts, and that's got a story of its own.
Oh, I'm sure.
Which hopefully one day I'll get to write down. And then, of course, if we go down to my little valley down here, where in Wilderness, once again, it's a family of the Blue Shed, but it's the Green Shed. It's owned by Mia Strubish, and a little Dynamite character. She's created this safe haven for us, almost in a way, especially during COVID when they opened again. Good coffee. She's got the Jamwich place next to it where you can order a lovely crunchy sandwich, specially made by Jess. It's really awesome, and they've also got a variety of cakes and things like that. But that is my favorite spot for Wi-Fi. Sitting, working, it's almost got a coffee community there going. So I love that place. Absolutely love that place.
Yeah, a bit of networking as well while you're at it. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, often. Then I cannot rule out Timberlake. Paul's Coffee at Timberlake.
Yes.
Love also very, very much. They got brilliant Wi-Fi. Their cakes and stuff is exquisite. They've got a full roastery going there, so you can actually smell the coffee while it's roasting, and you can smell it while it's being, ground down to a little medium to soak away in creating a good coffee. And that's also where I had, where we had the coffee experience, and the young guy told us about, the tones and the history of coffee. So I don't know if they're still offering it. I should find out, because that was really an awesome experience for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm going to throw in the Hookville, because the Hookville Country Cafe is just up the road from me. Also good Wi-Fi, and he also roasts his own coffee. And he can definitely, he's got a certain touch of coffee. So when you go there and you're ordering cappuccino or coffee, you can almost taste, he's got a very sort of smooth, rich aroma to his coffees, and I really enjoy that little environment. And of course, he's known as the best cook up the hook. So
that one takes the cake.
If you want a good piece of cheesecake and a good coffee, that's definitely a place to go. And then further down the line, Slow Roast in Sedgefield.
Yes.
Paolo, I mean, they're just a gem, absolute gem. His coffee's excellent. His whole environment is beautiful. You can sit comfortably and work. You can either be inside or outside. And his pastries and his all the little things they make is always lovely. And it's just such a lovely spot. I love going to that place in Fiji.
Yeah, that's a nice place. That's where the market is, of course, on a Saturday. It's in that vicinity.
Yeah, funny, we've got, it's right in the centre, but it really is a good place for a coffee. Definitely good coffee. Then as we move into Knysna, my place in Knysna for coffee is, I go to the Lofts.
Ooh, that's fancy.
It's not really, actually. If you walk in there, they've got really good Wi-Fi. I sit there. It's very quiet. And it's got a different atmosphere. It's got like this, it's got this very light atmosphere inside, more shops inside, and then I've got a view of the Knysna Lagoon.
Ooh, yeah.
And they make little quiches, and they really serve a good cup of coffee. And I'll find a little chair there in the corner. If I go there early, I'm normally on my own there for hours, and I get so much done. It's such an amazing atmosphere for me.
That sounds good.
As I said, and of course, their little neighbour, which is the Other Pan, and the Other Pan.
Oh yeah, no introduction needed. Yeah, that's superb. Eh? That's right at the top.
Rich, creamy coffee. They used unpasteurized milk. And yeah, you can definitely taste the difference in the coffee, especially if you have a cappuccino. You know,
Oh, yeah.
it tastes the quality in it. Also, in nice, I'm just going to throw in this one quickly. Is the shepherd's tree backpackers.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it's very nice. It looks also you can have a view of the lagoon. Makes a really good cup of coffee, and what a bunch of friendly people. I mean, love going there. So that's normally where we go for meetings, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then let's see down the line on the way to Harkerville, Plate. I think Plate Coffee would be Nick's Village. I've always go to Nick's Village.
Yeah.
And I sit over there. I don't know. I'm not sure 100% what that's called now, but it used to be called Sao Paulo. But well, also a lovely environment, especially on a Wednesday. Go there. They've got a market going, and they've got fresh produce going, and I just love the vibe there. You know, it's got a lovely garden to sit outside. It's on the main road, but you can reach most places quite quickly. And then, of course, a little bit further down the line is Thyme, spelled Thyme as in the herb,
Yeah.
Thyme and again. Wow, I love that place. It's a little farm stall. I just stopped there because I just love going in there, and I always buy little goodies for the house, you know, little edibles and a good cup of coffee, like a little, nicked away. So I really, really, really like that one. Then a little bit going inland towards Oudtshoorn, I am going to mention this place. It's called the Karoo Estate.
Ooh.
A Kango Estate, and that is just outside of Oudtshoorn, on the way to the Kango Caves. They've got the zip line there, but oh my word, what a bunch of! It's got a beautiful amount of view of the mountains. They've got excellent, small, foods, little things to eat and things like that. But their coffee is excellent. I don't know, the people there tend to make their stuff with love. I just really love that. And it's right on the foot of the Swartberg Mountains, in reach of a lot of nice places. So if you're really looking for a place if you're going for an outing towards the Karoo, that's definitely a spot.
That one kind of stands out.
The what?
That one kind of stands out to me. Of all the places you just mentioned, that one, you just sold that one to me. I don't know why. I can actually picture it while you were busy talking.
Well, and then I'm going to mention one more spot, and that is in De Rust.
Oh, De Rust, yes.
Yes, and a little while ago, I went into the workshop in De Rust, and I discovered this place called Karoo Rouge. And I stumbled upon, it was mentioned to me, and I came to the Karoo Rouge, and on the little street outside, and the place is as colorful as the owner, and she just makes the best carrot cake. Oh my word, there is fellies and all kinds of things. You go walk into the little place and you're delighted to see it. Almost it's got color, and it's obviously overlooking the mountain area there as well. So if you're coming into the garden route and you're going through the Karoo from Maringspoort, definitely a good stop at the Karoo Rouge.
Yeah.
That's why, and they sell delis at a bloody good price.
Why not?
Yeah, so I think that's kind of my list of things to do on my coffee. I mean, there's obviously so many. I mean, Beansback Coffee, there's Root and George, there's so many places to go. And I am going to be writing a blog about the coffee culture in the garden. And I will pull some Instagram photos into my blog, just to highlight people so they can go follow a coffee shop. But definitely the one thing I've mentioned about most of these places is there is that feeling, that feeling that you get. So the feeling, the aromas, a nice comfortable space to be in, and sometimes just to sit and work and have a nice comfortable space. And I do suggest going to the Kango Estate. If you need a friend, I'll be along.
Yeah, that sounds so nice, Rose. I just want to say the Rust, I was there once for a weekend. It was midsummer, and I've never experienced heat like that. I'm not used to it. There's obviously no sea breeze or anything. It's like the air is just standing still in front of your face. And I was hopping from one air-conditioned room to the next because when you go outside, it feels like you can't breathe. And then that afternoon, there was this amazing thunderstorm, and I've never seen anything like it. It was raining on the road. There was just steam everywhere, and it didn't even cool down. It's like, what?
That sounds like a high-felt thunderstorm.
Yeah, no, that was insane. What a weekend that was. The rest is that Karoo heat is not for everyone.
No, definitely. I love the Karoo, but there's definitely limits to the heat, and I'm not a big fan.
Yeah. Well, what a lovely chat we had today, Rose. Thank you so much. I really feel like coffee now, but as I said, no coffee in sight here. So I'll just have to settle for some tea. But tell me, how can we follow you on social media?
Okay, so social media, on Instagram as Go Travelbug, on Twitter on Go Travelbug, and my blog is www.gotravelbug.co.za. And of course, on Facebook, I'm Travelbug Rose Blogger. So, or you can just Google at Go Travelbug. I'm the only one there.
She's everywhere.
Yeah.
You will find her. Rose, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. You're probably somewhere in a office right now, aren't you?
I'm actually not. I'm at home.
No, not today. Okay. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm anchored in front of my laptop, so yeah.
Lekker. Well, thank you so much for your time as always, and looking forward to next Tuesday. I hope you had a good Easter.
Yeah. And there's a very good Easter.
Fantastic. I'm pleased to hear that. Talk to you next week, Rose. Thank you.
Take care. Okay.
You too. Bye. That's Travelbug Rose chatting to us about the coffee culture in the Garden Route. What an interesting topic today, and she really shared a lot of good spots with us. In case you just tuned in or you missed it, it will be up on our website on eradiosa.com later today as a podcast.